put it bluntly.
Hey everyone, welcome back to put it bluntly. We're on the 5th episode now, which is a miracle somehow. We are joined by Mathew, the Wobbly game, Allcock, as always.
Hello.
And he's got a very special guest with him this week.
Hello. I am real.
Yep. The rumours were there, but it is true. He is married.
Who are you?
I'm no one. I'm a figment of his imagination. AI is doing wonders right now.
Yep, so I've been called in to organise a Q&A. Sort of like Mr. and Mrs., but, less said about Philip Schofield, maybe the better. So, we got some questions sent in from Wobbles' usual band of chatters.
So, should we, do an introduction first? Who are you?
I'm not good at this crap.
This isn't crap, this is mine and Cameron's career here.
Right, I'm the WobblyWife, and I am married to this one, apparently.
We've been married, 7 years
Married
now?
7 years, together for 10. Almost a life sentence.
Taz's mum. And the one that keeps the household running and us from not dying and me and Taz from not killing each other.
Debatable.
I was there. I could definitely say that she holds that house together 100%.
Yes, doggo.
I can't. He'd fall apart.
Come on then, get up because you're annoying me.
Hold on. She's just picking the dog up.
Ruby!
There, go.
Oh, you.
So we requested questions on Twitter, Twitch in my stream, and from our Pro Clubs group.
And nothing is off limits?
No, we said nothing is off limits. Cam has kind of vetoed them.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I did send one in a private chat. I don't know if you wanted to talk about it.
No, that one was a bit weird.
Yeah.
That was a check. Cam might have AI'd a couple of questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That wasn't an AI one. That was on a website.
Yeah, that was from one of my Twitch
Yeah.
videos. Right, can you put the dog down, please?
Well, I would, but
she keeps licking my arm and I don't like it, do I?
Long sleeves.
I'm going to have to start wearing long sleeves because she...
Yeah. The answer to everything. Yep, so the first question, let me just get my list because I've got 35. Obviously we can cover it.
We're not going to do all 35, don't
No.
worry.
Okay.
So the first question is for Hayley. Would you leave Wobbles so Mr. Poke can have a crack?
In a heartbeat.
That is from Mr. Pope. So,
I wondered who that'd be from.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
First question, easy done. The next one, what item of Wobbles' clothing do you hate the most?
See, he asked me this when he read the question, and I said I wasn't going to tell him, but it's probably when he wears some cargos.
What's wrong with cargo trousers?
You only like them because they've got lots of pockets, but you're just not pulling them off, darling.
I like my cargos because they're comfy and they've got lots of pockets.
Yeah. Right. These are all from his friends, I should add. So, if you give Wobbles £5 and told him to surprise you, what would he get you?
If he gave me £5...
So you give me £5 and I've got to treat you.
He'd treat himself and buy a tiramisu or ice cream.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
Not if I had to treat you.
If you had to, gun to your head, spend £5 on me, you'd probably buy me a really cheap bottle of wine because that's what I like.
Exactly. See?
Does Wobbles have a shit without flushing? That's another one from the
that was Graham.
The chat. Graham from Ice Cream Upload.
I mean, it's taken multiple flushes before. Other than that, you are pretty well house
trained.
How many drugs do you need to live with Wobbles?
She's on loads.
I'm on. Hang on, I have a morning one, a nighttime one. I mean, it depends on the day of the week and what is done. Like yesterday, I could have probably taken a lot more tablets because someone threw a water bottle lid at my face and has bruised my nose.
Don't make it sound
Mathew.
It was on purpose.
It was on purpose.
Ah.
He did a run up and everything.
Yeah.
You're not that hard to live with. You don't need drugs to live with me.
Yeah, I think this is the final one we've had from people. So, what's your sex life with Wobbles' micro penis like? I'm just a question asker. I did not. I think.
Well, we have a very full drawer.
Good answer.
I've been done dirty.
To be fair, that's the last really bad one. All the rest are kind of, well, compared to that one, mild. Oh no, there's one more. It was one of the ChatGPT ones, which I found quite funny. So we'll do that one next. Would you rather cry every time you climax, or have an orgasm every time you cry?
Oh.
No, yeah.
I'm trying to think which one happens more often.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because if it, yeah, I couldn't imagine.
I mean, I'm not much of a crier. I can fake tears, but then I can fake orgasms. So, I think I'd do them both of them. Maybe cry every time I climax.
Cheers, I suppose. At least I don't make you cry a lot. That's a perk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough
Right,
said.
there are all them ones from people. And one horny robot. So, another question: if you could swap bodies for a day, what's the first thing you'd do? And
Helicopter,
I think I know.
obviously.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
Touch boobs.
Yeah, literally, I think that's the answer. Most women would say helicopter.
Right, hold on. What's the one thing you'd change about my living with me? What would I do to make it more easy?
Get out of bed in the mornings.
Is that it?
Yeah, because then you'd get up and not have me getting Thomas ready, getting myself ready, doing the school run, cleaning up the dog wee, putting the laundry on. I'd have you to help me.
You do make it sound like I don't do anything.
Oh, and maybe if you were more on the ball, because you're very much like, oh, I can do it later, don't worry about it. And I'm like, no, it needs to do it now.
Yeah.
That's true. I'll give you that one.
Because you still haven't planned my birthday.
No, I know I haven't. I have. Don't worry.
You've not booked the venue. You've not sorted the guests out.
Sorry.
Right. This is, how did you two meet and who made the first move? I think I kind of can probably guess who made the first move.
We met on a night out through a mutual friend. Actually, no, prior to the night out, a friend of mine said, oh, should we go over to my friend's house? We're going to get ready for a night out. So I went over and it was Mathew's house and he'd only just walked out in a towel, instantly started flirting, and he was like, if you're lucky, you'll get to see me without the towel later.
Sounds like him. Sounds like something you do.
I'd say he probably made the first move because when we were hanging out a few days later, someone said, so are you two together now? And he said, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But why not?
Assert your dominance.
10 years later, it's all worked out, so, you know.
Yep. No tears so far. So, you have a child together, as most people will know. So, who's most likely to spoil him and why?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's me. I can't help it. He's my best mate.
Everything he sees is like, oh, Thomas will like that. Like when we was away at the weekend, it's like, oh, look at that giant seagull teddy. He needs that. And I'm just like, no.
Yeah, but he's my best mate.
You can have
thanks.
You spoil him to the point. Like you see things, you're like, oh, get him that. Where I'm like, oh, if he's good, he can get that. But then I'm softer on him and his behaviour.
Yeah, you let him get away with murder.
Do not. But he's my best mate.
So, what's a skill you admire in each other that you wish you had? And you can't say vision.
I would
That's
say
not a skill.
your confidence. You are a very confident person. God knows why, but you are a very confident person.
Your
Your
patience. You've got the patience of a saint. I couldn't deal with living with me and Thomas. To put it bluntly.
Hey, you got
said
it.
it.
Shots.
It's like Stone Island. You gotta get the badge in.
Get the badge in. Get the bluntly in. Yeah. No, your patience is incredible.
Is that the only thing? I thought I was pretty amazing in general.
You are.
I've got an award-winning personality.
And the good got 3,000.
Talk to her.
Don't you start.
So, what's the most romantic thing he's ever done for you, Hayley?
Oh.
You know, has he
He is quite
got
romantic.
roses?
I'll give him that.
Clipping that.
He is very romantic. I've had flowers sent to work before for no reason. Not that it's been anything wrong or anniversary, just because. Often buys me flowers just because. There was one night I cooked a really nice romantic meal and he came home late for work, so I sat there sulking.
I was gonna say maybe the flowers are not like for an occasion, but they're pre-ordering.
So you pre-order you get one in the jar for when you fuck up. It's a good system.
Probably when I was pregnant and I was really stressed because I was having problems at work and my work facility had just been temporarily shut down because they needed repairs and I didn't know if I was going to have a job, and being pregnant I was like, oh my god, how am I going to raise this baby? And then stupid here, it was romantic but stupid because we should have been looking after money, booked us a rooftop hotel for the night with a spa and everything, and just text me, it was like, by the way, we're going, and I was like, oh okay.
Yeah.
It's all because you wanted a bath and then we didn't have a bath in the house, so I don't want to tell you how much the hotel room was in central Cambridge with a bath, and it was like on the day as well,
one of them middle of the room baths as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I can be quite romantic.
You can be. Give you that.
So let's see. Wobbles, do you ever pretend not to hear Hayley when she asks for help?
Oh shit.
As
You're
in,
blind, not deaf.
yeah, I know, but it's like, I need help, and he's like, I'm streaming, I can't hear.
Okay.
A good example was yesterday. I said, Mathew, and I was trying to talk to him, and he went, I can't hear you from the living room. And I'm in the bath, and I'm thinking, why not come out and talk to me then? Why are you yelling from me from the living room saying I can't hear you? You obviously can hear me to say you can't hear me.
I
plead the fifth.
I think it's basically he can hear you talking, he just don't know what the hell you want, and he's like streaming or minding as he's have been. But let's see. We're driving through these questions. Who spends more time on their phone? No,
That's easy. That's
all the time.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Mathew, your kid's talking to you, and huh?
But a lot of the time I'm reading my book.
Or you're scrolling. I'm like, can you actually converse with me? You're like, I'm messaging Cameron back. I'm like, Cameron can bloody wait.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't read. I'm a very patient person. So, Hayley, you do some writing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, what got you started in writing, and what do you love most about it?
I think what got me started, I used to write a lot as teenage years, but as an adult, it was seeing how Thomas was with his nanny. So we wrote the book about his nanny having dementia, and we sold a good amount. I think we're up to about around 50 sales through Amazon, but it was more mine and his little project. He told me what he wanted and I put it into words, and since then I've entered a lot of literary magazine and online journals, and I've been published quite a few times, got quite far in a few writing competitions. I've recently entered another one, which he was surprised about because it's based on visually impairment, getting into books and reading and doing audiobooks, and he was surprised I entered it anyway. And then when he read what I wrote and it was about you, he was like, oh, you can be nice, you do know what I do for a living.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's once you find that passion, and obviously, like you said, it's obviously you care for Wobble's mother, and obviously his son.
I'm dyslexic anyway, so it takes me a lot longer to read and write than most people, and my reading's atrocious sometimes. It is bad, so it gives me something to focus on and better myself at.
Josie.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yourself.
Oh my God.
No, you don't need to tell people the story.
Okay.
You want to tell
So-
the story, don't you?
No, it's fine.
Is there a story being told? I can wait.
So, do you know I don't know if you've ever seen it or read
50
it.
Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey.
I haven't seen. I have seen.
There's a
I read the book.
There's a character called Jose, right?
I think I've read this, but yeah, you told me before. Yeah,
And Haley
yeah.
was.
Go on.
Haley kept on saying Josie.
Yeah,
in the
I read the
books.
books and I read it as Josie, and we went until we were in the cinema
Yeah.
on a date night, and I said, "Babe, they're saying his name wrong. His name's not Jose, it's Josie." He looked at me and was lost for words.
And then I was like, "Is there a little thing above the E in the book?" She was like, "Yeah." So it's Josie. I was like, "No, it's
Yeah.
Jose because he's from Mexico or Spain."
Yeah.
I had a shiver.
50, yeah. Like I said, I've never seen the film. I've heard stuff about it, but yeah. As a single male, not my sort of film.
No,
No, not yet.
bits of
Maybe
pornography.
No, nothing soft. Oh god, why did I say that? Right, we're cutting that. Right.
That's not being
Right.
cut.
No, I know it's not because you
That's
were
comedy
editing it all
gold.
this. Yeah, you can edit it all this week. Right. Let's see. How do you handle criticism? Whether is you writing, or is you've entered competitions, or Wobbles when you're streaming and people say, "Oh, your text size ain't big enough." What are you doing?
I handle criticism with my writing really well.
Anything else you don't?
Anything else, no, I'm perfect.
No, you don't.
If you try and tell me I've done something wrong, you're wrong.
The bed.
What about the bed?
When we put Thomas's bed together, and I didn't
I
want to
got
tell
my head stuck.
and you got your head stuck, and I didn't want you to tell you you'd put it together wrong because you'd be angry if I said you'd put it together wrong.
Yeah, so
And
he
then
waited and for another 45 minutes to me to put more of the bed together to go, "Babe, I think that's in the wrong way." So I had to take the entire thing apart.
Yeah.
He goes, "You'd have been mad." I said, "No, I wouldn't have wasted 45 minutes of my life."
Yeah, but you'd have been mad because you'd have been like, "You don't know what you're doing, so don't comment," and then still done it anyway.
No. Don't act like you know me.
So speaking of Taz, what's the funniest thing he's ever said or done? I kind of know one example that.
Where do
Me
we
and-
start? I mean, he's embarrassed you quite a few times.
The one where I'd not long known Cameron and we were chatting, and he went, "I've run upstairs, Dad, I've got a really itchy bum."
Yeah. Lucky I win EA or Ubisoft because probably wouldn't be playing out. Probably wouldn't be playing Outlaws right now.
When we was on
The
holiday,
front when he come out of the
we
cafe.
was at a cafe. Who'd just taken him for a wee, and he come back out and he went, "Grandad, Nanny, my daddy's got a really hairy willy," at the top of his
It
voice.
was like there's 100 people sat outside this cafe,
Nah, I'm done.
and
I'd be
everyone
done.
heard it. And I don't get embarrassed very easily. Like it's really
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
to embarrass me. And even I went, "Oh shit, head down."
And he
Right.
To be
takes
fair,
things very-
if he had said big hairy Willie, then
Yeah.
he takes things really literally. Like yesterday,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
come home from his first day of school, and he said, so and so hadn't been very nice to him. And Mathew went, "Oh, did he hurt you?" And he went, "Well, he didn't hurt me, but he hurt my feelings." And we're like, okay. Or last week when he had an upset stomach, and you said to him, "When was the last time you did a poo?" And he went, "Well, 5 minutes ago, Dad." It was like, it's not
No,
what you meant.
no, before that one. Haley was having a bit of a day,
I had a bad mental health day.
and you getting wound up with me and him, and you stormed off upstairs, and you went, "I'm going upstairs," and Thomas went, "Well, I think that's a great idea."
that's the thing with kids. They just say what's on their mind. And
Especially him, like
no filter.
he
Yeah.
passed his recorder test,
Oh,
and
yeah.
his granddad said, "Oh, what did you have to play?" And he went, "Well, the recorder, obviously." It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. When
yeah.
we watched the one show with me on it, and you hear him in the background of my stream when we're watching it, and he just goes, "Dad, you look well fat."
Oh, so that's why you didn't like me using that picture, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has no filter at all.
No filter.
No.
Yeah, I think the one outside the seafront where he's like, "Dad, you."
There's just been too many over the years, hasn't there? Like when he goes, "Oh, look, I'm Nanny," and pretend to have a seizure in the middle of a
Yeah, he did that
supermarket.
one
Yeah.
once. We were like, "Oh my god, what do you even?" Yeah.
If he's our age, no, God help you got your sense of humour for sure.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
didn't realise how bad my double chins were.
You can talk. Look at mine.
Excuse me.
Yours is covered by the beard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah.
yours.
So, what's the most important value you want to instill in Taz as he grows up?
Be nice. If you can't be nice, don't be anything.
Yeah, and he always tries hard. He doesn't always
Yeah.
achieve well, but he always tries hard, and we always say that's all that matters. It doesn't matter whether
Yeah.
you pass or fail as long as you've tried your best.
Yeah, like
I think that's it. Yeah, we are quite big on being nice and trying.
Yeah. And he is.
Yeah, he is both of them things.
yeah, like
He's very trying.
when I was here.
Yeah, he's very trying on our patience. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So, what's your go-to show to binge watch together?
Together.
Yeah, binge watch.
So when we first got together, I think it was Scrubs and Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Big Bang
Big Bang
Theory.
Theory.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nine-Nine!
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Big Bang Theory were the
We
two big
don't
ones.
really watch anything together.
No, because I read
now.
more books.
And I like watching murder shows.
You've become one of them scary murder people that's going to murder me one day and
Murder
hide
on
it
medical
perfectly.
shows is my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we spend
From-
a lot of time doing things mutually.
Like
Well,
we'll be
yeah,
in the same
but,
room.
like, yeah.
Doing the same, especially with my ADHD and not being able to concentrate on anything for more than 2 seconds. The only thing I can do for was books and gaming.
We used to watch Paw
Yeah.
Patrol together a lot.
And
Hey, Dougie.
You didn't have a choice. But yeah, no, we do. We used to watch. We still do occasionally watch an episode of Big Bang Theory together, or
Or a movie.
a movie if it's a good movie that we both want to see.
Yeah, it can be difficult, obviously, because different interests and
Mm. You're a nerd. I'm not.
yeah. If you could describe your relationship as a music genre, which would it be?
Fucking heavy metal.
I don't know, maybe alternative.
Yeah, alternative. I don't know.
We are in a mixed ability
Fuck
relationship.
off! I hate that. Someone said that. Asked Haley that once on Twitter.
Well, they ask.
What's it like to be in a mixed ability relationship?
No, it's on TikTok, wasn't it?
Was it That was it. TikTok. Yeah, because I'm disabled and she's not, so we're in a mixed ability relationship.
But I am batshit crazy, so I think that's what makes it work.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah,
What's our music?
yeah, good.
It's got to be something like metal because we're just constantly running around on the go.
And people think we argue a lot.
But we just bicker.
But we just bicker to get it out of the way because we'd
Yeah.
rather just, like, if he annoys me, I just tell him and then it's done with. Where a lot of couples, they like let it build up and then they have that
Yeah,
big
yeah.
blowout.
I can't remember the last time we
Yeah.
had we haven't had
We haven't had a blowout in years.
Years.
Yeah, my
We
parents are exactly the same, and well, they've
We'll
been
just
We
be
together.
moan
like-
at each other.
We'll moan
and
at
Yeah.
each
that's
other and
it.
that's it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Instead of just bottling it up, it's
But a lot of
like,
people think we argue a lot.
Yeah,
and it's
but
not
no.
like that's not an argument.
no, there's just bickering. It
yeah.
stops you bottling everything up. Talking of water bottles, has the nose.
I've had to put concealer on it.
I'm sorry.
So, what's one thing you wish you had more time for together?
Sex.
We've got plenty of time for that. You just don't do it.
No, you just don't do it.
Housework. If money wasn't a
More,
factor, more weekends away,
away.
more meals out, just
we
you
like
and me.
our
Yeah.
weekends. We like weekends away where it's beaches, city breaks.
Yeah, you
It's
just come
finding
back
the
from one,
time.
didn't you?
Yeah, we just did a weekend in Great Yarmouth.
It's finding the time and having the money. Because when
Yeah.
we've got the money, we don't have the
The time.
time. And when we've got the time, we don't
Yeah.
have the money. It's never like never both aligned. And the money doesn't stay in our accounts very long because we end up buying crap.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, no, it's very much. I wish we had more time for time away than spending time together in these four walls because we are really good at making time for each other. But
We're
it's,
together all the time,
Yeah.
really.
So, what's the one thing you would like to achieve together in the next 10 years?
own house.
I think your career's going
First.
to really have to take off for us to have our own house. I mean, that'd be great, but I don't think it'll happen.
I think that's what the next step and goal is, though, isn't it?
I'll just be happy if we make it through another 10 years. Without murder.
You're gonna, yeah.
I can make it look like an accident.
If I die, she is murdered me. There is no.
Yeah,
You
what they
don't-
do evidence
You
now.
don't need to have to delve too far. She's murdered me, and has
I
used-
saw this video the other day, and it's like, here's a picture of my video of my husband before he was hit by a car, and then it panels back onto the woman. She's like, "Don't worry, I haven't done it yet." I was like, "Yep, that is."
Yeah.
No.
It's-
Yeah, I think it's to try and own our own house.
Yeah, that's
That's the next
It'd be
logical step.
great because we'd have a 3-bed or something, and you'd have your own space, and
Not another kid?
No,
No,
I'd
one and
have my
done.
living room back.
We're both very much one and done.
Yeah.
I'd just be happy to have my own living room in the next 10 years.
To be
Okay.
fair, I
all I
don't think
want.
I think my parents were the same. It's like, oh, you can't beat perfection, so why bother?
Exactly that.
Exactly that.
Yeah. So, who is your hall pass?
I know yours. Vin Diesel.
No.
The Rock.
He's old. No. Probably Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds now.
Yeah, it's dishy, it's funny, makes me laugh.
No, I think
I would say Mary Berry, but everyone would start asking questions.
Rosemary Traeger.
Rosemary Traeger.
You probably want the hot tour girl.
No. I don't know who it
And her
is.
name's Hayley too, so you can't get our names mixed up.
What?
Yeah.
Probably Margot Robbie.
Oh, I do Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Not a bad choice. So, well, that leads on to my next question. Who's your most obscure celebrity crush? So,
Mary Berry.
Yeah,
We know
yours is
Mary
Mary
Berry.
I can't help it, okay? I like Mary Berry.
I don't think I have an obscure one. I mean, people I fancy are very fanciable.
Oh, you're gonna like the film.
Nicolas Cage is a bit of a weird one.
No, I like his movies. I don't fancy him.
You haven't got a Phil Mitchell or something?
No, you've not got any weird. I don't think you
No.
have got any weird.
If I
ones.
wanted a receding hairline, I've got that right here.
Yeah.
You're enjoying this far too much.
So, another one leading on from that. Have you ever been sexually attracted to a cartoon character? That's probably when you were. That's probably. Well, I'm saying that. That's probably when you were a kid and you're like, they're nice looking, but they're a cartoon. Like
Just like Lara Croft in Tomb Raider count.
Yours will be every stripper on GTA.
I was gonna say, like
I feel like I've been outed.
I was
And
thinking.
Candy was a good girl. She was just trying to earn a living, okay?
Yeah, she got to pay for them bills.
Exactly.
But I was like the female bunny from Space Jam. What was her name?
Oh,
What bugged me now? Put in the comments.
What her name
There
was
we
like
go.
Roxy or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like Roxy,
Was it?
Lily, something like that. But anyway, that was the sort of
Lola Rabbit.
female bunny rabbit.
yeah. That might be it.
Space
Lola sounds
Jam.
familiar.
Lola Bunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got so. Lola Bunny's up there. Thick thighs.
Can play basketball.
Yeah. Good at dribbling. Sorry. I'll stop there.
Let's see. Ooh, I might have run through most of these. If you could change one thing about your life today, what would it be?
Your vision, your leg, your brain.
Ouch, I can't help having these conditions, you know.
Yeah, only one, so pick wisely.
I wouldn't take away any of my disabilities. Actually, I'd take away my leg problem. I can deal with the vision impairment. The leg problem is pissing me off now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'd like to have. I think everyone could. I'd like to have more money. I wouldn't want to be rich because I think that people can be arseholes. But I would like to just be more in a better off financial position.
Comfortable.
Where we could do more as a family. Like if we wanted to go to Disneyland, Florida for 2 weeks and not worry about the money. Yeah.
You got to be very well off to do that.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Just yeah.
Yeah.
What would you want?
Financial security is always a good one. World peace. I'm joking. I don't care. Maybe to get rid of my double chins.
Do you not talk about? Look at mine. Right, we've done this once already. Next question.
Yeah. So Hayley, what's the one thing Wobbles does that drives you absolutely nuts?
One.
Well, yeah, just narrow it down. If we got 10, then see how much time we got. But I think just focus on one first. See where we go.
When he belches, ooh, like it surprised him. You know that belch was coming. You don't need to go ooh every single time.
I can't help it. And also know it annoys you now, so.
Or when he goes to the toilet and he's sat in there for a good 15 minutes and he's on his phone and it's like, we've got one toilet in this house. It's not two anymore. There's a queue forming here.
To be fair, sitting on the toilet for a few minutes feels like a dream sometimes. You just need that time, I think.
Yeah. Away
Just,
from everything and just...
Yeah. Play on Cody Cross like I do.
Yeah.
Get your legs getting them. You need help to get up.
Do I not get to ask that question back? Hold on.
There you go, then.
What's the one thing I'd change about you?
You're very
Oh,
brave
drives you
man.
nuts.
I'm not going to answer that question, actually.
Good boy.
Yeah, good. Yeah, smart lad.
Ooh, someone keeps walking over my grave.
So, who's the better gift giver? Like, who does the better
No
gift
way.
giving?
No.
Yes.
No.
Your signed autograph book that I gave you on your
Okay.
stag do that had Arsene Wenger, Mary Berry.
Yeah, that's probably the best one anyone's ever done.
I don't think that's the first time anyone's ever asked me finger Mary Berry sign an autograph book.
You cried.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm very thoughtful with my gift.
You're thoughtful. I just throw money at the situation.
Yeah, so I'm the better gift giver because I'm actually thoughtful.
Yeah, but you like Ted Baker and it costs a lot of money, so you know.
Ted Baker's shut down.
I know.
Now what are you going to do?
I don't know. I'm going to panic.
I'm panicking. I'm going to lose my job.
I'm going to lose my job.
So, this is the final one. We have actually gone through all 34. Except this one. So, last one for now, and then you can, don't know.
To be fair, it's been
Any
half
other
hour,
things?
so
last one. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be? Can be famous, can be like not famous. What's the other metric of judging people famous or not famous these days?
Do you want to go first?
yeah. Arsene Wenger, Theo Walcott, and my granddad Tom. So I could show him pictures and videos of Thomas.
Was he an Arsenal fan?
No, he wasn't.
I was going to say if he was a.
But he would have honestly doted on Thomas.
Yeah.
Really. And it's because he's a mini me and a mini granddad Tom because we're also alike. He would have doted on him madly.
Mm.
So yeah, it would be my granddad Tom, Arsene Wenger, and Theo Walcott.
I don't actually know. Let's have a thinky think.
Yeah, can always edit later.
I honestly don't know. I mean, just because I like someone, don't mean I actually want to converse with them while I'm eating my steak. Gordon Ramsay.
Why Gordon Ramsay?
Because I feel like he'd be brilliant as a dinner guest.
Okay, there's one.
Jamie Oliver, to ask him if he remembered when I served him at the Esso.
Okay, you don't even like celebrity. You don't watch TV programs. Why have you got 2 celebrity chefs?
I can't believe we've had 5 podcasts and we've mentioned Jamie Oliver and Arsene Wenger and at least 2 of them at the same
We
time.
have mentioned Jamie Oliver before.
Ruby.
So you got one more.
Can be anyone. Can be.
Yeah, it can be anyone.
Darling?
Our old dog, Denny Dog.
Gandhi?
Okay, you want Danny to come for dinner.
I want Denny Dog, yeah.
Okay.
I miss my old doggy.
How did you choose your child's name and did you both agree?
It took no discussion.
No,
As soon as we knew it was a boy. No, not even that. As soon as we knew it was a boy, we said that we wanted him named after your granddad.
Yeah, Granddad Tom.
But we struggled with the fact we didn't know whether to call him Thomas, Tom, Tommy, or TJ. So then we just decided to keep with Thomas because we said when he gets older he can choose what he wants.
Yeah.
But we hate when people call him Tom because he's not Tom.
It's like, you know, you don't see,
old.
yeah, you don't see kids like called Gary now, do you?
No. We always call him Thomas.
Yeah.
Sometimes Titch, TJ, and then when he was really young, everyone used to call him Tom Tom.
Mm-hmm. Like the sat nav.
Tom, yeah.
But that is it. Like...
We also went through because you was a nursery school teacher. You had a list of names as long as my arm of kids that you didn't want to have the name of, and because I have the last name Allcock, you got to be really careful what you put in front of it.
Yeah.
So we used to go. I used to go to work, and chefs are quite savage humans. So I used to go into work in the kitchen and be like, right, we've got this idea for a name, and within about 10 minutes, the chefs would have a long list of nicknames they could put in front of Allcock or
Yeah.
So
we're just looking we never had a girl because it's
like,
always been like female name takes Allcock.
Allcock. It's
No Balls would have been a good name.
Yeah.
No Balls, Allcock.
Allcock, no balls. I've heard them all.
We know that as he gets older, he's going to be the kind of kid who goes, You know, Allcock by name, Allcock by nature.
Yep. No. It is a mental household, though. That is the one thing I think people do after coming here. It's the house is mad constantly from 7 o'clock in the morning till.
But that's our normal. We don't notice it because that is our normal.
Yeah.
I think Tito came here and within like 10 minutes, Tito was like, "It's just what I expected. It doesn't stop in this house."
But we've never known it.
No, we don't. It's always been. It's just been both of us have been working in and out the door, or we've got something on, or Thomas is doing something. It's.
I think the worst years were when we were both working full time and Thomas was little. We only saw each other for maybe an hour a day if we were lucky.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't work in hospitality anymore, guys.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think.
I say the games industry is a bit more stable, but.
Can you kiss me on the pod?
No.
Go on, do a PDA.
No,
Go on, do it.
no,
PDA me.
no.
PDA me. She doesn't do public displays of affection. Do it.
I'm an AI. I might glitch.
Go on.
I'm a
Get
glitch.
anyone on the thumbnail for viewer attention.
Please kiss.
That's gonna be the middle. That's gonna be the middle part of the thumbnail. Viewer attention. But I think that's.
No, thank you for coming on. You'll probably appear again at some point.
I didn't really have much of a choice. I had a message from Cameron saying, "We want to get you on the podcast." And then you said, "You need to finish work early on Thursday."
Perks of working with my mum.
You're just lucky that she had her eye surgery yesterday and your dad was home.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's it. If anyone does have any more questions, put them in the comment section and we'll answer them in the comment section. And if there is enough interest, we'll maybe get you back on for a round 2.
Yep. More brutal questions.
You like the brutal ones.
I do.
So
next time you say an X-rated, anything goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't mind. We're quite open about our relationship.
Yeah.
Really, we don't. Yeah. So next on the agenda is open goal, and we will be discussing the week's football highlights after this.
With a bit of magic,
yeah,
because we're going to change clothes.
Yeah, I'm going to change my top, and then we'll.
Hey everyone, welcome back. That was a very informative Q&A that hopefully you learned a lot about Wobbles and his budding relationship. How do you feel after that grilling?
I know it's going to be... So for context, we are doing this after... We're recording this before we record the bit with me and the WobblyWife.
Don't give the secrets away!
So I have a feeling I'm going to have been absolutely savaged. I'm not going to lie. So yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, but, well, that was interesting. I think. I will find out when we record it. But, we're on to football theme section, as we didn't do it last week. Open goal.
We're going to get copyright for that often.
No, we'll just cut that bit out and that's where I'll put the sting. So, yeah, we missed, it's been a lot of football since we last talked about it.
Yes, it's been...
Just got to give a thing about Sol Bamba, who recently passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Saw him play when he was at Cardiff, like a brilliant player. Like, he come in, I think it was Neil Warnock's first home game in charge, and I think it was Sol Bamba, Junior Hoylett, and they literally had waited for Warnock to find a club to join him. Like 3 months, he said, "Oh, I'll find a club now, lads, and you can come join me." And he scored like a karate kick on his debut against Bristol. Yeah, really good player. Better than Virgil van Dijk at one point, Conor Warnock, and I wouldn't argue at that point. Like, everybody laughed at him, but an immense player. So yes,
sad.
Yes, yeah, really
especially
sad,
his age.
Like he did have cancer, and I think I'm not sure if that's what thing, but he did have cancer, and you know everybody pulled together, and he still had a smile on his face. He played for Middlesbrough recently in England. I think he was managing in Turkey recently, but yeah, it was really sad because like you could tell he enjoyed his football, like a cult hero at the club. So yeah, rest in peace, Sol.
it's been a sad week in football between that and Ericsson.
Yeah, and the Leicester manager, didn't he? Shakespeare died, so and all them were either managing Leicester or played for Leicester. So Leicester have had it quite rough in the last month.
Yeah, it's been I was getting to that point in football where people are passing away that you've seen, not necessarily seen play, but you've known from being like we're getting
like I've had it before with Peter Whittam for Cardiff as well.
Yeah.
So, and he was the other scorer in that game at Bristol. So both Cardiff scores in that game have fortunately passed on. But like it's really sad because you get to that point where like people who watched and they get old or like something's happened. But it's really sad because he's a family man and like I don't think anyone has a bad word to say about him. Like always a smile on his face and so rest in peace, Sol.
Yeah. Well, on to
like other news.
Other news.
Yeah,
Man United are great, aren't they?
Yes. I live for them. I live for their downfall.
It's
what keeps me alive.
I wasn't expecting it to be this bad.
Yeah.
I know it's one game. People say it's one game, but even against Brighton, they didn't look like they had a game plan.
No.
And
they've just. I was thinking, so give over sertraline. My United's downfall is my antidepressant.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. We'll probably find some Chinese site will do it. We can knock off Man United badge and bloody.
Yeah, I don't need to antidepressants. United's collapse is mine.
Yeah.
They've got no midfield. I can't work it. They were so bad against Liverpool. By the end of it, Liverpool were just like, we've won this. They're not in a competition with us.
Yeah,
Let's just.
I think Casemiro got like scapegoat because obviously he did make like a mistake or two, but I think when you're a player that's been that good for so long, you're
gonna get picked up on when you lose the ball that easily in the middle of the park twice.
I think players know when they're starting to go. I think Gary Neville said like he had a game back just before he retired, and he was being overrun by someone from West Brom, and that was at the point he was like, "Oh, I gotta retire. I'm done." But
no, it's not a good look for United. I had Eric Ten Hag going before Christmas anyway, but the fact they've also bought Vanis, I didn't realise Van Nistelrooy coming in as his second. He's literally stood there waiting to fill the poor man's boots, isn't
he? Yeah, he's I think he's managing Holland, so brilliant striker as well in his day. I actually feel so all saying in his day, like it was.
Yeah, like it wasn't. Ago. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago, Cam.
No, I know. But,
we're old.
Yep. Barclays Premier League nostalgia.
So, I don't want to just talk about the big teams, but I have witnessed one of the worst refereeing decisions in my life with the sending off of Declan Rice.
Who's the referee? Do you know?
Oh, Chris. Is it Chris Kavanagh?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna say they don't really matter. Like all the refs are shit.
Yeah, I can't work out. I know. Right. He's gone to tap the ball away. Yes, which is the yellow card.
Yeah.
But 4 other players have done it in the game before, and it's just inconsistency. It's ridiculous.
That's the main thing, I think.
And do you know what? It's not even the fact that it's cost us this game. We've got fucking Spurs next.
Yeah, that's.
That's the worrying one. Is the fact we've going into a derby match away at Tottenham without Declan Rice in the middle, and it's because of bad decision.
Or is it? It was 2 yellows. So
it would be 2 yellows, so you can't appeal it. I don't.
No, yeah, right. That's right. You can't appeal to it.
Yeah, and but I didn't want to just go on about that. At the bottom, it's been a bit interesting. Everton look terrible. They threw away two goal lead after 80.
Yeah.
3-2. How would you go from 2-0 up to 3-2 down after the 82nd minute? I think they scored their first in the 83rd.
I think it was 86, 90, and 94.
It's just unreal. I said this before. Sean Dyche's football won't work in the Premier League anymore because the Premier League's got too many good world-class attackers. Every team's got an attacker that can, 2 attackers that can break down a low block or a low line with 10 men behind the ball. I don't think Dyche ball's going to work for Everton. I've said this from the start.
It's kind of a shame, really, because even though it's not good football to watch, you do like to see, like teams defending for their lives. as Chris Kamara famously put it, defending like beavers. But you have that heritage with Tony Pulis, and like I was thinking in the first episode we talked about like the Arsenal Chelsea combined 11, and people were saying, how could we leave Makaleli out? To be fair, if we had Makaleli, Kante, and Vieira, Jose Mourinho would be set for life.
Jose Mourinho would never have to worry about defending again.
Nah. But it's getting more tiki taka sort of.
Everyone's trying to play the high press or play out from the back.
There's way more mistakes. You've noticed, like I've seen way more mistakes, like keepers passing out.
It's not been easy for some teams. Southampton don't look good. It's quite a big Southampton fan in my stream community, and he's a friend of mine, Mr. Pout, and he's. I'm already worried after game number 3.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, I think once you get into the league, after you've been in the championship, it's gonna get really hard to stay up now because
it's gonna get really hard really quickly
because they're trying to financial fair play or SFP or whatever they're calling it now.
Yeah,
like,
and
you can't, like you couldn't do like Chelsea did like 2004. We just chuck a ton of money in. Same with Newcastle, Man City. You can't do that anymore.
No.
So then, like smaller teams wouldn't even get a chance to.
It's like Ipswich have signed a bucket load of Burnley players, haven't they? Like Burnley players and players that have just.
Literally it's going to be like the clubs that come up and the clubs that go down will swap players all the time.
Yeah, it's just going to see that way going on, like that way forward. I think it's going to be a lot of players swapping clubs that have been relegated, unfortunately, and it's not really going to mean that team that buys them stays up because they just signed players that weren't good enough one season ago for the Premier League. So yeah, it's a savage thing to say, I know, but sorry, I'm just looking through the table.
Yeah. Like I did the championship table down like episode 2, and that's not going too well. I had Cardiff just outside the playoffs, so they've had their worst start in 35 years. So yeah,
it's the curse of the commentator.
Yeah, curse the commentator. Yeah.
Oh.
But, Brighton pressed me again as always. They just seem to find, like I think we said before, they got an illegal shop where they just find players. I think they got the same for managers as well because they just seem to find managers that do a job.
How old is he? Is he 31, isn't he?
31, yeah. So he's older. He's younger than you, and
he's the same age as me.
Yeah, same age. Yeah.
Managing a Premier League club, and he already looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I think it's like
fair play to him.
Yeah, like I don't know if he was a player. I imagine not.
I haven't heard the name before, but he could be a lower league player.
Yeah, he could have been like lower league and had a knee injury, retired 27 or something. Yeah, it could have been like that.
But yeah,
it's like fair play to him.
No, it's It's going to be a very interesting season because I know it's only early days, but Man City already galloping.
So Haaland has 7 goals already.
And it's only been 3 games. Yeah,
Everton's top scorer the entire last season, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, had 7. And he's done that in August.
He's done it in 3 games.
Absolute machine. If there's one thing I'd change in football, I'd go back in time, make sure his dad's saying for Chelsea. That way he'd probably be at Arsenal.
It's unreal. It's putting someone that can. It's 2 things he's got. He's not like a world-class dribbler. He's not like a world-class passer. He can find space and score goals. Yeah. And when you put him in that Man City team that can find passes and create space, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Score Stang. He's gonna hit.
Yeah. He could break Shearer's record if he stays. 100%.
Oh, if he stays for what's Shearer's record?
260.
Is it 260?
Yeah. Harry Kane's like 50, 40 odd behind. So if he come back, he could probably break.
I don't think he could in his now.
Well, to be fair, he won the Golden Boot last season.
It's in Germany. The centre backs basically have walking sticks over there. They're that slow.
I don't know.
No, that's offensive to the German league.
Yeah, I'd say the French leagues are the most.
Right.
tip
How
top
many
of the Big
goals
Five.
has Haaland got already?
Well, he's got 7 in the league and all that.
I'm on
He's
about all
scored-
time.
All time. Oh god, he had the first season was like 34 in the league. I
So
think he had 20 odd last season.
hold on, I'm just trying to play.
He must be close to 100 already. He's over 50 1,000,000%.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He's on 70 goals and 69
Yeah.
appearances. So he
That's-
basically needs to get, if he has another
It's
four
30 games a season,
four seasons
and,
would be
if he keeps
yeah
his current form.
if he keeps
about
his
5,
current
6
form and
seasons.
hits and stays for another 5 seasons, which I doubt, I think he will go elsewhere to try and win something else elsewhere because he just wants to complete football.
Yeah, like Alvarez now. He's gone to Atletico, which is not the easiest team to go to in Spain to win trophies, but you know they're still gonna be up there fighting for like La Liga, Copa del Rey.
It's going to be interesting to see if he decides to stay in the Premier League and break Shearer's record.
Be interested to see if he stayed if the 115 stuck.
As if they're going to not be playing in the Championship.
Championship, the Vanarama National South.
Imagine,
Or
I've
North.
got everything
North, anyway.
crossed that they get relegated because I detest what they've done to the Premier League and bought it. They've not earned it. They've just chucked the checkbook at it. It's got strong. I get
The thing
strong.
is, it's like people say, "Oh, Chelsea spent." Do you know what Arsenal's nickname was in the 1930s? It's going back a long way.
Oh my god! Oh, go on, man.
Yep.
What?
The Bank of England. Obviously, it's not as much money as it is now, but for inflation, it was probably like they were spending like tons. So, and that's where they got most success when they're like late 20s, early 30s, and then obviously they had a bit of a lull period.
Cameron.
But
You've
I think
got, if-
I'm serious. Every team that's been successful has had investment to start.
yeah,
It's
true.
just some had it ages ago, and so they're seen as like, oh, you know, they've been doing it forever. When in reality, they just done it sooner.
You've had to go back a century to
Yeah,
defend,
but that's what I'm saying,
to
like,
defend
that's-
Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't
like,
even throwing the book at Chelsea. I'm throwing the book at City.
Yeah, but Chelsea like done it before City, didn't they? And then who done it before that? I think it's probably Arsenal, 1930s.
It's
Or United and Liverpool,
Think-
like
I know-
all
I
the
don't-
teams
every
had to
team's
spend. Yeah, all the teams that have been successful in them early times spent like, oh, you know, they'd have like 50p a week, like, and everybody else was on half a p a week.
Can we get that one on a t-shirt?
Wow.
They
What
was
on
on
a t-shirt?
They was on 50p a week while we were on half a p a week.
Well, yeah, that's probably, you know, judging for like shit like that. Like, imagine the 1930s, you know, like 400 grand a week. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to. What do you buy with that? You don't go out and buy a 60-inch
You could
TV and a.
well, due to the inflation in Germany, you could only probably afford a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Printed more-
Where are you going on
shit
holiday
ton-
this year? I'm going on holiday to Munich. Wow, you must have money.
Yeah. But yeah, like the point is, like, you know, every team that's successful has
yeah.
started like somewhere. Had like investment in it, whether it's in the 1930s, 2004, 2008. Like Man City are only like 4 years behind Chelsea with the investment. But obviously
Yeah.
they've been
They did.
Like-
I have to. They threw the checkbook at it a lot more than Chelsea. Let's be honest.
yeah. I think the big thing was Chelsea. Like they weren't like top 4 every season, but they now and again they'd get top 4 and they'd always be around top 8.
Yeah.
They were like
whereas Man City were like.
yeah, they were like probably like, you know, like a Newcastle sort of level.
Yeah, they've
now,
been
like,
relegated
yeah.
a few times, and it wasn't like
Yeah.
they were anywhere. They I don't quote me. I don't know if they had European football or what.
Yeah, they won the European Cup Winners' Cup, which I don't even. There's so many like bloody the Intertoto Cup.
Yeah, Arsenal technically have won a European trophy, but I can't. It's one of them ones that's not.
Yeah. It's one of them like pre-season. It's like the Emirates Cup. Or
It
something.
was. It wasn't the Emirates Cup. I can't remember what it was called. But
Uh,
it wasn't a real.
Yeah, something
one.
like that. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like UEFA Cup Winners' Cup or like.
But yeah, it's. it's going to be an interesting. I keep saying it, but I don't know who, because Liverpool have come out looking like Slot has been the manager for 3
Yeah,
seasons.
you could say he's slotted right in perfectly.
Dum-dum-dum. So yeah, it's the football's been good. There's been 2 major VAR incidents, 3 if you want to say the Southampton headbutt from Shah, which was a bit comical. Shah's but VAR does look a little bit better. The automated offside.
Yeah, but it's like, you know,
It's not hard to improve on.
Sprinkles on a turd.
Yeah.
It improves it a bit, but
Yeah.
probably smells.
The automated offside's apparently coming in at some point.
Yeah, I think I read halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Which I don't see the point.
That'll make it a bit more interesting. Instead of everyone in the stadium stood around waiting for the goal to be allowed before they can actually celebrate, because it just looks players celebrate and everyone stops and it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's like you see people doing like outrageous like bloody Obafemi Martins, Kazenga Lawalawa flips, and then it's ruled out.
And
did all that for nothing. I nearly broke my neck for nothing. What?
Yeah. And then we're now on to an international break, which does my Sweden. 3 weeks into the season and we're on an international break.
It's because they have the Euro qualifiers, and then they got the Nations League they've added, and then like the Nations League it's basically they just say, we'll have a competition instead of friendlies.
It was to try and give worse teams competition football, weren't it?
Well, yeah, to be fair, I think it's kind of worked that way, because like you look at like the top pot, you got, I think in one group is Spain, Italy, Croatia, and Israel. What is Israel doing there?
It is just to try and give
war crimes. Never mind playing football.
Yeah, they definitely do need to be done for war crimes, not playing football. But
like, to be fair, everybody was quick enough to think Russia.
Yeah, it's
soon as Russia.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Get my teeth in. Hypocrisy at its finest.
Yeah,
I was really enjoying having Premier League football back, and then it's like the Champions League started, and then it's like, oh, we're going to throw an international break at you, and it's like,
did you watch the Champions League draw after?
Oh, it's like watching. I don't even know.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked it, like the actual draw,
because they pressed a button, didn't they? And then it was like,
but it was so annoying because you could see the guy. Because the guy that does all the UEFA shit looks a bit like Claudio Ranieri. Now Cristiano will press the button. And he pressed the button, and then it'd say, all the teams. Imagine, I wonder how much you got paid to do that.
Oh, don't. It's going to be a disgusting amount of money, because it's not like he's got Champions League contract anymore or whatever, because...
Well, he technically plays in the Champions League, just the Asian one.
Yeah. I don't... we've got, like, PSG, Italy, and then the rest of it, PSG, Italy, Inter, and the rest of it looks like a UEFA Cup.
So that's the kind of I kind of like the, but the final match day is bonkers because it goes to January now.
Yeah, and then it becomes knockouts.
All the teams
in the second
at the exact same time.
Yeah,
all 18 fixtures, which they obviously have to do kind of to alleviate, the dark arts. Like, if we draw, we both go through.
Yeah, and then they split it up. Only some of the teams have to play the first round of knockout games. And,
top eight go through automatically. And then
it's going to mean more games, which is definitely what we needed.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's like an extra 70 games or something like that.
I don't mind because it's more football to watch, and it'll be more interesting because you've got more chances of the bigger teams playing each other, like Arsenal, PSG.
Yeah, like you're guaranteed to play at least 2 teams in the same pot.
2 big teams. Whatever you want to call it, and it also does give some of the lower teams maybe a bit more of a chance, because if you get put in a crud group and you're, for example, if Villa got put in, or Newcastle last year got a group.
Yeah, they got a group, definitely.
Yeah, and they would have probably done quite well in this format because they would have had a half decent chance against a few lesser teams, but because they got put in the group of death with everyone that was just by PSG, Borussia Dortmund, they were never going to do too great, but they did really well, and that was last year. But if they were in the league format like it is now, I think they'd have done a lot better.
Yeah, so basically Chelsea are in the Conference League, which, to be fair, I'm not too thing about. It's the only European competition we haven't won. I mean, we've won the Europa League twice, we've won the Champions League twice, so it'd be nice to have the cabinet. Plus, I think we're the biggest team in it by a mile. I think Fiorentina and Real Betis are like the other teams where you could say they're quite big, but all the other sides, like, you got the Welsh team in there. Congrats to the new Saints, Shamrock Rovers as well.
But yeah,
But if Chelsea will be the favourites, that because nobody drops down from the
no, I like that. I like that.
So,
No one drops down from the Champions League into Europa League or Europa League
No.
into. You shouldn't be given a second chance in a worse competition.
like,
But
yeah, Chelsea. I think Chelsea got Ghent, Panathinaikos. They're probably like two big. Panathinaikos quite Noah from Armenia,
Mhm.
and then Heidenheim. Because there's only 6 games in the Conference League instead of the 8, and then we play Astana and Shamrock Rovers the final match day. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did want the new Saints away, so I could probably go, and it'd be cheaper.
Yeah.
But
Down, you'd have got a ticket though, because they'd have done it at.
yeah, Aston Villa charging like 74 quid for tickets.
They're going to be quite. There's rumours that clubs are going to start using algorithms and fluctuating ticket prices. So if there's more people trying to purchase tickets, then the ticket price will rise instead of having. But I don't think it will go through because there'll be too much of an uproar from the fans.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what happens with like music, like Oasis probably this week.
Yeah, it's been. That's where it's come from. Oasis
Yeah.
fans were like, look, it's all of a sudden that. How comes all of a sudden all of our tickets are 355 quid when they were supposed to be
It's
VIP?
come about Oasis, where probably most of their demographic are white middle-aged men.
Who've got cocaine addictions.
I didn't say it.
I said
And it's been a problem for years with like
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. I didn't want to say
My sister and niece wanted to go.
adverts.
My sister and niece wanted to go see Taylor Swift, and the ticket prices were disgusting.
Yeah. It's like.
Yeah, right. We have gone on one hell of a tangent, but
Right, we were talking about the Conference League and we're on the Conference League.
So that's football, though.
Well,
at the moment, I think we've caught up with the league a bit. Chatted about the Premier League, mentioned Championship.
We didn't really talk about international.
I'm not. Yeah, we'll the international results we will talk about next week because England have got Ireland.
Yeah, Wales got Montenegro. So now we go to patch notes.
Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum.
So, lots of big breaking news all the time. As of recording, the Minecraft movie trailer come out today.
Oh, did it? I've missed that bit. I have been asleep for a little while.
The thing is, if I don't hear from you within like an hour of messaging you, I know you're on.
Yeah, I'm having on that.
Unless it's like 12 at night, then I know he's probably in bed. But so you had some.
So
news about the big
Concord has been canned. It's not been canned. It's been shelved for reproduction, basically.
Yeah, basically.
PlayStation have offered full refunds on both Steam, Epic Store, and PSN. Or they're giving refunds because the game's going. It's not going to be available.
Yeah, so it's, I think 2 days the servers are shutting down.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting it. It's not been great, but I know people that have been playing it and enjoying it.
Yeah. I've heard like really good things. I think it's just like live service fatigue. The initial trailer was a bit misleading as well because it looked like a single player, like space opera sort of thing where you're doing heists.
And then it kind of come out as another. It's just everyone's trying to replicate Overwatch. And the thing with Overwatch is the characters are incredible.
At the point now where you're not gonna get many new live service games doing well.
No, there's a bucket load of them that have just canned it.
Yeah, six years in development and canned within 2 weeks.
It's like League of Legends, blooming hell, Suicide Squad. That game had so much potential, but it was just like it came out.
Service. They give live service to a studio that'd never done it before.
And it came out, and it was like, oh yeah, you can play the game, but you got to wait 6 months for the season pass, or so long for all the unlockables, or so long for this content, so long for that content. And what that does is it just kills you wanting to play the game. So Call of Duty do it every year, and it bugs me. Call of Duty released a game without a battle pass or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then you've got that's fine, that's not an issue. But then they go, right, we'll release it in 3 months. And because of the initial hype of the game, you complete the first 60 levels in 2 weeks, and you sat there going, right, I'm ready for the battle pass now. Oh, I've got to wait 4 weeks, or I've got to wait 8 weeks. I think you've got
to be more mindful of game time. There's so many games out there.
Especially when it first comes out. If you've got a game that you just launched and go, right, you've got to wait 8 weeks for the next set of DLC, or 8 weeks for the next set of unlocks, or weapons, or characters. People are like, but I don't want to wait 8 weeks because I'm enjoying the new game, so I'm playing it for God knows how many hours. And I know that's not why Concord's canned it, but I do feel like that's where a lot of live service games have gone wrong. The Division was a live service game that was done phenomenally. Constant DLC, constant adding of things. Ubisoft's deal, I stand and argue that the Division 2 is the best live service game I've ever played.
Yeah, I did enjoy it when I played it. It's the Washington DC one.
And I'm actually ironically wearing a Division t-shirt, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember I played that with a couple of friends, and I think it still gets updates now, but it's not like new updates.
They've added new things quite recently, considering how old it is. And I've just got everything, including my nutsack, crossed. We get Division 3. But yeah, onto Concord.
How do you cross your nutsack?
How'd you cross your nutsack? Concord just, I was surprised about it. Like, it came out of nowhere as well.
Yeah, it's just like you shared the news to me, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
I was in a meeting, so couldn't really answer the time. But yeah, I had a little read through while I was in my meeting, and like from what I've heard, it's like really good, like polished. It's just, I think it's the fatigue and the irony of this being delisted on the same day as Astrobot, which is like being, a single player experience. That's
PlayStation just need to stick to single player experiences.
I think everyone does, to be fair. Like, you got your Fortnites, you got your PUBGs, you got your Call of Duties.
Breaking into the multiplayer player versus player now is harder than it's ever been.
Like, tons of games have struggled. Look at Siege. Siege
does well because
I played it when it came out.
Yeah, and I would still pick it up now and go, right, let's have a couple of rounds of Siege.
Yeah, I preferred it like originally before it became like more e-sportsy. I like the realism because obviously the old Rainbow Six games are like quite realistic.
Yeah,
like Terrorist, But,
Terrorist Hunt.
Yeah.
Las Vegas, Rainbow Six.
That's some accessibility news we can chat about. They're adding a wheelchair operator.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yes, that's very, 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 very not been done before. Like, hold on, playing. We won't cut, but yeah. It's it's incredible.
I find it like, obviously there's going to be backlash. Obviously, whenever there's something like this, it's like, oh, do they rappel on the side of the building? Shit like that.
How do they get down the stairs? I can hear it now.
Yeah, 100%. Every map knows to have a ramp, that sort of shit. Like,
but it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Like, you usually see like in like action movies or the people in wheelchairs, they're like the support, they're the tech support, they're like Overwatch, like Barbara Keane from like Batman, like Batman.
Yeah, they're sat in an office on a computer.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how
it works out. So, what's your news this week, Cameron? Because I don't even know what yours is. We normally discuss prior, but we haven't this time. I'm a bit excited.
My news is a bit more upbeat, and you could say there's lots of layers to it. Powerwash Simulator have announced Shrek DLC.
I love the segue.
I'm good. I'm getting better. But yeah, I love Powerwash Simulator. Like
Yeah,
I went to an event. I went to an event in Bristol a couple of months ago, and I met like the person who's in charge of like doing the brand deals for it.
yeah.
And I had a little chat with them, not like too in depth. They said, "Oh, Resident Evil, like say having the Baker Mansion," and I just thought that'd take years at least.
Yeah,
But,
if that's your dream kind. That's when you
like,
yeah.
that's because you get to partner with like brands. They had Alice in Wonderland like about a month or two ago, and it's not my sort of thing, but I really enjoyed it because it's different, unique. Like they had the Space Marine one, the Warhammer.
Yeah, they've had what else? There's been loads, isn't there? Actually?
Oh yeah, they had Final Fantasy, Tomb Raider.
Back to the Future was one I was thinking of.
Back
the
to
car,
the Future,
the
yeah,
DeLorean. Yeah.
SpongeBob, that was a good one.
Oh yeah,
I
SpongeBob.
really-
So are
I
these
really
you buy the packs and they're there forever, or is it limited time free
No,
release?
you buy in, yeah, you can
Yeah, okay.
do it whenever you want. So, the Final Fantasy one is free, I think, and maybe the Tomb Raider one as well. And they have like free updates every so often, but like the paid DLCs are usually branded. So, yeah, Shrek. I was trying to think, what can you clean in Shrek? Obviously, the swamp.
Swamp. It's going to be the swamp, innit?
They usually have about 5 levels of different things. So it's going to be, I reckon, it's going to be his hat.
Yeah.
The swamp. I reckon the last thing will be, do you know in the arena where they
they
fight?
have the wrestling match. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be cool. They could do the place where you get the dragon from in the first one, where they go to rescue the
god, yeah, the bridge.
Yeah, the bridge and things like that. Yeah, in the first
yeah.
one, there is loads of different like iconic
Yeah.
Shrek locations and things like that.
Yeah.
No, that's
So,
quality.
yeah,
I do like their brand deals. They're really good at them.
Yeah, like I think it's Haley. Well, I've said Anna. I might have
Mrs.
got the wrong
Wobbles.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, Haley. Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, she's a big fan. I hear.
She plays it for a couple of days and then stops playing it and then plays it for a couple because she just sits there and she'll be like, I've not wasted, that's the wrong.
Yeah.
But she'll be like, I've just played 4 hours and blinked and missed 4 hours. Whereas I'm like, hey, that's gaming, and she's like, I can't do that. I've got an adult and mum and I'm like, it's fine, do it.
Yeah.
I encourage it.
Yeah, that's my news. We've also both been playing Outlaws.
Yes, we have.
I finally got my copy. And I've powered ahead, and I've finished the
You've
stuff.
finished it. I'm hoping to.
Yeah.
Currently, we are at the time of recording. It's 3:45. We'll wrap this up in the next 5 minutes. Thomas will be home. I will feed Thomas, and then we'll be on stream playing it for a couple of hours because I need to get the DLC done. Not the DLC. Get the story done, as there is. I'm like, my calendar at the moment is lined up with just games. I've got Space Marine. There's FC's coming out at the end of the month. FC 25. So the club's grind will begin, and
you doing Ultimate Team this year?
I will be doing Ultimate Team. Yeah, I always do Ultimate Team. I don't know how long I'll commit to it because clubs is my addiction at the moment. But I will play Ultimate Team. There will be lots of streams on it. We're at the moment discussing how to maybe try and get some internet a bit quicker. We're looking at viable options, but we don't know how it'll work with Starlink or something, because for those of you that don't watch the streams, my internet's a bit inconsistent for multiplayer games at the moment, but we'll get through it. But yeah, there's lots of fun and games happening.
Like, how are you enjoying the story? Like,
I love it. I had sweating forehead moment the other day when I was streaming it, talking about the accessibility. David Tisserand and Ian Hamilton both suddenly dropped into chat, and I'm like, oh god.
So if people who are not in the accessibility space, that's basically you're playing street football and Pele and Maradona come up to you.
Yeah, it's like talking about being a football manager and Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex Ferguson step into the room. Yeah.
Maybe not as much that one, but yeah.
But yeah, so no, it was really nice to have both of them in chat asking questions and just chatting about the accessibility.
Because I really enjoyed the story. Obviously, no spoilers because I'm not a dick. But
it ticks my boxes.
It's just
all right,
Star Wars. It's just
it's
Star
not.
Wars.
I'm not going to sit there and say it's 10 out of 10 because it's not.
No.
But it's
a solid 7.
It's a very solid 7 or 8 out of 10. Yeah. They wanted to make a good Star Wars game. They've made a good Star Wars game. Did they want to break boundaries or break records? No, I think they wanted to just release a solid Star Wars game. And they've done that. All right, there's a couple of moments of jankiness. There's a couple of glitches. But it's a massive...
I had like 2-3 crashes maybe in my time so far.
And it's a massive game.
And the autosave is quite good as well. So
the autosave works. It's really good. The accessibility is incredible. It ticks all my boxes. Well done, Ubisoft. And if the people that sit there going, it's a crap game, they've just got to be in their bonnet about Ubisoft. Or they've got to be in their bonnet about something, because it's just a solid game, solidly well made.
Yeah.
And you want to play it. What's wrong with it? People just need to... I'm very anti-gaming at the minute. Gaming community. I feel like it's very toxic for no reason and trying to just crap on devs at every opportunity.
But she has a chin.
But she has a chin, Cameron.
Well, that's not on. Yeah. So that was patch notes.
To put it bluntly. For now, that's been, to put it bluntly,
Episode.
5. We've made it to 5. I'm the Wobbly Gamer. This is
Cameron.
This is the WobblyWife. That's
I'm Cameron.
And done.
Done!